Hello class. Today we will be covering Germany during the Cold War, and in particular we will focus on the Berlin Wall. To learn more about the Berlin Wall, we will be doing a simulation of the wall itself to learn how it affected the lives of countless East and West German citizens. However, for now, this video will cover the political, social, and economic aspects of a divided Germany. But first, I would like to give you a brief history of the wall and how Germany became divided. Germany was a major player in World War II, however they lost the war, and after the war they were occupied by the four Allied powers. Germany was split into four sectors, each controlled by a different Allied power. The four sectors were controlled by France, Great Britain, the United States, and the Soviet Union. However, over time the relationships between the four sectors worsened because of the worsening relations between the Soviet Union and the democratic world. Because of this, the Soviets attempted to cut off all access to Berlin, a city which had Allied forces in it, but which was located in the Soviet sector. This led to the Berlin airlift of 1968. The attempted removal of Allied powers from Berlin led to what has become known as the Berlin airlift. In 1948, the three democratically allied powers united their sectors of Germany into what became known as West Berlin. However, the Soviets wanted to keep their sector of Germany communist and attempted to remove all Allied presence from Berlin, a city within their control. In an attempt to keep West Berlin a democratic area, President Kennedy flew in supplies to prevent the Soviets from taking over the area. That airlift was a success and West Berlin remained democratic. However, this created a divided city. Half of Berlin was communist and the other half was democratic. This also created a serious problem for the Soviets in that citizens could easily cross the border to escape from the communist regime. In an attempt to stop citizens from fleeing to West Germany, the Soviets built the Berlin Wall. This wall was constructed in 1961 and was 28 miles long. It was heavily fortified and many people died from crossing it. The wall would not be torn down until 1989 with the end of the Soviet Union. The Berlin Wall was much more than a physical separation. It also separated Germany into different countries. While they both spoke German, many other aspects of life on either side of the wall were very different. One of the most divided aspects of East Germany was that of economics. Economics of Germany. One of the most divided aspects of East Germany was that of economics. Because of the Soviet communist regime, East Germany was ruled by a communist command market. This means that everything which was made in East Germany was created by the Soviet government and consumers had little choice. This left consumers with few choices for goods, and they often had to deal with food shortages. However, West Germany was a completely different story. Because of the free market found in West Germany, West Germans were able to purchase whatever they wanted and had much more access to the rest of the world. This means that West Germans stayed much more up to date with trends and technologies than the East Germans did. Politics of Germany. Like the economic aspects, politics were also very different on either side of the wall. West Germany was ruled by a democratic government similar to the United States. Citizens were able to participate in their government and had the right to vote for their leaders. However, in East Germany, they were under a harsh communist regime. The regime often stifled civil rights and liberties, and people had to live in fear of their government. This regime featured a particularly brutal secret police squad called the Stasi, which was known to go after people who publicly denounced the communist regime. The Society of a Divided Germany. The divisions which were created in society can be best seen in the musical trends. The West German band seen in the next clip shows Western influences, while the East German band seems much more removed from what was popular.
Ich war in Kairo und auch am Blauen Nil war ich schon einmal. Und selbstverständlich war ich auch am Suezkanal. Ich war in Gizeh, dort wo die drei Spitzenpyramiden stehen. Ich sah die Sphinx, glaub mir, ich fand.
This next music video is by the East German band The Putties. It was made around the same time as the Dierze video, but seems much older. It highlights the secluded nature of countries that existed within the Soviet bloc.
Wenn ein Mensch lange Zeit lebt, sagt die Welt, es ist Zeit. Meine Freundin ist schön. Als ich aufstand, ist sie gegangen. Weckt sie nicht, bis sie...
In all, the two Germanys remained the same in name only. Because of the divide, deep divisions were created, which exists to this day.